Hi, Abby Watson here, and I'm going to show you how to create a thumbnail for a YouTube video, because we all know that a good-looking thumbnail could be the difference between someone clicking on your video or scrolling past it. To do this, we're going to use Canva, which is a web-based design tool that allows you to create all sorts of graphics for social media, presentations, posters, and much more. Let's get started. You're going to click the purple button that says Create a Design. And I'm going to type in YouTube thumbnail. There it is. And here's what your workspace looks like. And on the left, there's a menu with some different options. First, you have templates, which you can load into your canvas. It's nice because they're already done for you, so it makes creating a thumbnail easy and convenient. Then you have elements, which are free icons, graphics, borders. You'll see both stationary and moving graphics, which is pretty cool. Then you get to your uploads, where you can upload your own image and graphics, that sort of thing. Text, video that you can add, and then backgrounds, which are any solid colors, textures, patterns, and images for your background. Then you get to logos, so you can just drag and drop your logos there. And then you'll see these three dots, which is the More section, and that is where you can add different things like, maybe you want to add a chart, or maybe you want to have different, apps integrated, like you want to put in a QR code. So that's in the More section. So, if you wanted to add a chart, you could click that. There would be your options. And then notice how it adds chart to the side menu. If you don't want that though, it's easy enough to remove. You just click this little X and it will be deleted. I'm going to show you how to create a thumbnail two different ways. First, using the template, and then from scratch. So let's go up here at the top of the menu to templates. And you know what? I'm just going to pick this first one. I like this one a lot. And you can see there's different elements. Like if I click here, that's the picture aspect. Here's the blue background, the text area, and then this little squiggly symbol. So all of these can be moved. Like if I wanted this, more this direction or more this direction, I can just click and move it. But I liked it where it was. If you want to change the background color, maybe you don't want the blue, you can go up here and either choose one of these default colors, or you can even just create your own color there. And then for text, when you click in that window, you can, add bullet points, change the spacing, align it. Do you want it centered or more to the left? You can change the color of the font, the size, and the font style itself. So there's a lot of options. I'm just going to pretend I'm making a welcome to my channel video, and that's the thumbnail for it. Let's make this a little bit wider, and I actually do want those on the same line. Okay, so now I have my text. I can move it up if I want, like maybe I want to put a picture down here. In fact, I think I'm going to do that. Let's go to elements, because I'm a music teacher, and I'm going to put some music notes in that space below. And you can see as I drag my mouse around to each image, if it has a little crown, that means it's the pro version, which you do have to pay for. But don't worry, there's a lot of options. Like these two are free. So you just have to be careful when you're looking for a picture or anything, whether it's a pro version or the free version. Let's add in those little music notes. Those are cute, but they're way too big, so I'm going to resize it. You can click and drag the corners. And we'll just kind of center that there. And maybe I want it a little bit smaller. Okay. Recenter it. And then this is obviously not me, so I'm going to click that picture and hit delete. So it gets rid of it. I want to import the picture of myself, maybe in my classroom. Again, since I'm a music teacher, maybe it's like a get to know me kind of video for my students to watch. So I'm going to go to uploads, where I have a picture of myself in my class. And obviously not the right sizing, so I'm going to resize it. I'm going to click and drag, and I want it in that, kind of centered in that area over there. However, now my picture is covering everything else that I just did. So it's really easy. When you have your picture highlighted, you're just going to go up here to position, and I'm going to send it all the way to the back so that everything else layers on top of it. Now, this is what my thumbnail looks like. And you know, maybe I want my font slightly bigger. You want it to really kind of be bold and stand out. Whoops. And the best way to test that out is go down here to your little slider, and I'm going to make it about 10% to see what it would really look like on YouTube as a thumbnail. And yep, you can still read my font, so it's nice and clear and bold. So that is how you use the templates. Alright, so now I'm going to show you how to create a thumbnail from scratch. So I'm just going to get rid of all these separate little elements here from the template. And I'm going to add a background. Now, because I've done a space theme video with my students before, we're going to do a space themed rhythm clap along. So I'm just going to type in space, and there's a lot of really cool pictures here. I kind of like this one, how it fades from light and then gets darker and darker, so I'm going to pick that one. And we need some text, so I'm going to go over here and look for a kind of space themed text, like that might work. Looks kind of futuristic. Let's see what else we got though. That one's kind of cool. That one's also fun. I like Game On because I think the white and the kind of background colors will look good against the dark background here. So I'm gonna just highlight and get rid of the text that it had and put actually space rhythms. Now that's way too big, so I'm just going to resize by a lot. Let's try 75. I think that'll work. Okay, so I'm going to maybe separate these. Move that up a little bit. There we go. So now it's centered. You can tell it's centered when it gets that like pink cross there. And I like that, but I need some pictures to add. So let's go to the elements. And because it's a clap along video, I'm going to look for clapping hands. And this one looks good. So I'll just resize that a little bit so it's not so gigantic. There we go. And I feel like this would look good if I had two other images, one on each side of the hands. So because it is a space theme, I'm going to still in elements, type in space, see what kind of pictures we get. Like we have an astronaut, rocket ship, a UFO, that could be fun, some planets. I think maybe I'll add an alien. And then on the other side, I'm going to add some music notes since it's a rhythm video. So I might do like a little cluster like that, or maybe just a single note, or how about these pair 16th notes there. Alright, so I'm going to add that as my other image, and then get that in the center here. Okay, so that looks pretty good. It would make a nice thumbnail. It's nice and bold and clear, and has some fun images, but I feel like it's missing just something. Like maybe a border along the outside might look nice and frame it well. So again, still in elements, I'm just going to type in border, and there's a lot of great options here. Kind of like this neon one, reminds me of Star Wars in a way, like a lightsaber, but I'm just going to click and drag each side to the outside of our little rectangle here. Just adjust that, and I think that really pops now. Whoops. Okay, that really pops. I like that, and again, if you scale it down here, You can see it's very clear even as a small image. So that would be the thumbnail I would keep, and I'm happy with it. To download it, you would just go up here where it says download and click on that, and you don't want it as a movie. I would either download it as a PNG or a JPEG. Well, I hope that helped you get started. Get creative and have fun making your own YouTube thumbnails.